Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the show She Speaks at 10. Today we have with us Ms. Purti Viswas, one of the leading female entrepreneurs in India, founder of Indian Women Achievers Award and Karnataka Women Achievers Award. She is a certified life coach, proud mother, and a very widely acclaimed South Indian actress. A very warm welcome to Ms. Purti.
Hi, Apollina. Thank you so much. And it's a honor to be a part of She Speaks. And thank you, Aambra Foundation, for introducing unsung women to the world through your She Speaks program. And it's definitely a pleasure to be a part of it. So, hello, everyone. A very good morning. I actually, to begin with, I'm a dreamer. That's how I would like to introduce myself. And I'm the managing director of Dream Big Vision Private Limited. It's a training academy. And I'm the founder of Karnataka Women Achievers Awards and Indian Women Achievers Awards. Before I begin with anything that I want to say, I just want to tell you all that I'm a very simple middle class girl who has walked this journey of being self made. And I feel very nice about using this word self made because it takes a lot. And being the founder of Karnataka Women Achievers Awards and Indian Women Achievers Awards, what I have realized in this journey of 3 years is that it's really difficult to become an achiever, but it is a lot more difficult and tougher to become a women achiever. So, in this journey, I've been closely working with so many women achievers and aspiring women achievers. So, through my platform, KWA, that is Karnataka Women Achievers Awards, and IVA, Indian Women Achievers Awards, we do recognize women achievers. And through my academy, that's Dream Big Academy, that's a training institute. So, through these, we work closely on aspiring women achievers in creating women achievers. So, through KWA, we recognize women. Through Dream Big, we create women achievers. And that's the whole purpose of my life right now. And because to go back a little, to my childhood, there's always a reason why somebody becomes something. So for me to become this, whoever I am, the person, whoever I am, the identity that I have created for myself today, is because it comes with a source, it comes with some certain reasons and some strong reasons. And what I've realized is, for anybody to achieve something big in their life or to do something in their life, there would be some source and there would be some strong reason. Otherwise, it's not really possible. Either they would have gone through a big, the toughest times, and they would have bounced back in a very large way, or probably they would have got some big dream and worked too hard for to get it. Or there are certain reasons that could have, that could have made them that, okay, this is it and I have to do it. So there are these things that pushes somebody to do something big. Though I am in that journey of doing something exceptional, this how did it start? So I just want to start off with that. I am from Bangalore, Karnataka. And I come from a very, very simple middle class family, like I mentioned. So it all started with a journey where, when I was 5, unfortunately, my parents' wedding didn't work. So they got divorced, and I was the only child. Me and my mom had to move out of Bangalore, and we had to stay in Mysore because all the societal norms that was going around the whole glitch of divorce. Because nowadays divorce has become a little quite common, but those days, maybe I'm talking about 20 25 years ago. So 25 years ago, when I was 5 years old, I'm 29 now. So when I was 20, 5 years old, and that whole thing, divorce, made women separate. They were not, there was no point of having an inclusive thought at all for a woman who is divorced. So that's how it all began. And I and my mom had to move out, and there were times that nobody from the family even spoke to us or were with us or something like that. So it had to be like just me and my mom had to manage everything. Of course, my mom alone had to manage everything. So since then my journey started. I have seen a single woman without anybody's support, being independent. And I've also realized the power of education there, because my mom was educated, she had a job, she could survive, she could make me survive, and she could do this whole lot of things that she's done for me, that she's done for herself. So that's where it started. And trust me, the journey was not easy. It all started out from there. Then I have seen those days when my mom used to work from morning till evening without, that little girl in me used to be alone always, just being independent, eating by herself, being with herself. Maybe somebody, my mom's cousin, would come and take care of me, or maybe that daycare child, something like this. It all started like that. And ever since my 10th standard, I've been very independent. And my independent journey as a anchor, I took up my first job when I was in 10th standard as a television anchor. I was a video jockey. Okay, so that's the first job I took up, with a salary of 5,300 rupees at the age of 15 in 2000, I think 2016. So it was a 365 days job. Every day I used to host shows. And within 2, 3 months, I started getting a recognition, because back then, about 14 years back, there was not so much of so many channels were not there. And, we used to get recognition like this. It was right quick. So I started getting recognized. And within 15, 20 days, I started getting movie offers also. It was all so fast. And from a very middle class family without no background, it was quite difficult for me to digest this initially. Then my movie career started. It all happened. I never wanted to make it happen, or none of my family members are from entertainment industry. So I started my journey. There was no look back in television, look back in films. So I did 17 films in Kannada, and 3 films in Tamil, and 3 films in Telugu, and 2 mega serials. In this journey, when I was 21, something struck me. I was like, okay, maybe I'm not for this entertainment industry, or this is not something I want to do long term. So this is the word I'm using, specifically long term, because life is all about thinking long term. Like, if life is all about thinking at a longer stretch, having a longer view. So what I realized is, being an actress or being in the entertainment industry maybe is not my thing for a long term plan. So I realized that I want to do something else. So that's when I thought, okay, at the age of 21, randomly, just I wanted to become an entrepreneur, I wanted to become a business owner, I wanted to have that thing. So I thought, okay, why not I start with this, because I had so many, I was also hosting a lot of events and all of that. So I thought, okay, events is something that I want to do and I love to do. So at the age of 21, that's 2011, I registered my company with my 4 friends, school friends. So we started off like that. And we took baby steps by doing events with just 5,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees, 15,000 rupees. That's how it all started. And today, I take pride that we have executed more than 450 plus events. We have 5 signature events under our brand. And also, we are the director. I mean, I and my 4 friends who started, we are the founder and co-founders of a brand like Karnataka Women Achievers Awards. It's a 3-year-old brand now. So we curate signature events, and not just that, we have trained over more than 100 plus event organizers in Karnataka today, and most of them are doing very good business. They've started their own companies, they've started their own, they've started their own ventures, and they've also started earning through this. So we started, we did it, we saw ups and downs, we learned from it, and then we curated big events like Face of Bangalore, Karnataka Women Achievers Awards, Kurgiva Dasara. It's one of the biggest events where 30 to 35,000 people gather. And then we did event like HSR Hava, same with that, almost 35,000 people were there, a part of it. Curating all this, what is something exceptional was, I have a all women team. Probably you can check my profile on Instagram. So everything is available there. The whole journey is seen. So it feels good, talking about this entire 15 years journey. If I look back and stop, okay, wow, this was an amazing journey. This has been really good. Not that there were no ups and downs, but it had a lot of ups and downs. But still, we have walked this, right? So that really feels good. And with a team of just girls doing this was not easy, but it was such a beautiful roller coaster ride. So I started my journey as an entrepreneur at 21, and life was going. And I've always been a woman with big dreams. I wanted to do nothing lesser than the larger picture. So then is when I realized that okay, let me go ahead. And in between, I just want to share that there's this thing that always people say, when you are an actress you don't study well, you're not in you're not you really don't complete your education, you just drop out and all of that, which is slowly going off, I can say. So my mom was really worried that I had discontinued my education, so she was really really worried. So she gave me one thing, like, if you want to really continue this, just prove me that you're going to complete your education. So I took up that as a challenge. Then I am a MBA PGPM graduate today. So not all actresses are, no, they discontinue or something like that. Just want to say that. So even if you are in an artistic field or a creative field, doesn't mean that you have to, discontinue with your education. They say that, okay, college dropout did something big. Okay, it doesn't happen with everybody's life, right? So we really have to pull that off as well. So it's important to have that basic education, at least a degree, masters, which is really really good, because it's going to be with you all your life. So I promised my mom, don't worry mom, I will do it. Okay, I decided to finish my education along with that. But what changed my life was at the age of 23, I fell in love with my co-star, first film co-star. We were best friends. We never fell in love, but we were best friends, and we decided to get married. So that's where everything changed. So at the age of 23, we have an age gap of 8 years. So it was his time to get married, not my time, because I come from a very independent family. Nobody would have forced me to get married by 28 also. But it was his time to get married. So it was a very situational decision, not self decision or a forcible decision. It was a very situational decision that he was in a right age for him to get married. So at 23, within 2 months, my wedding got fixed. So it was very unexpected because I was not really, uh, you know, uh, as a family, we were not prepared for it. So it all happened very quick, and I was married like within a fraction of time. 20 October 30th 2014, suddenly I became a housewife. I don't know. I mean, it was like an overnight shift and a 360-degree transformation, because since 15, I've been independent, I've been working, I've been doing so many things, movies, events, hosting, traveling, everything. And suddenly I become a housewife doing nothing. And at the age of 23, it was quite shocking for me to accept it initially, but I was in love. I was in that zone of being loved and all of that. So I didn't realize it for almost a year because of that honeymoon period or whatever it is. So it was a pretty nice journey, because I mean, my husband Vishwas has been my best friend since almost. Now, if I have to say, it's 14 years, but then he was my best friend since almost 9 years. So I knew him very well. And so we got married, and it was quite, it was a transition from a family of two to a family of 12. It's a joint family, and a family who's got very modern values to a family with, to be very frank, it's a very orthodox religious family. No offense about it, because that's the way, that's how most Indian families are, which is very nice. But it was quite difficult for a woman like me who have core values like freedom, independence, success, growth in my core values. So it was quite difficult in a new world, but I was okay with it unless I was getting all that love from the family, from my husband. So all these 2 years just flew because uh, mm, it was just like I mentioned, it was a honeymoon period or whatever it is. Then I slowly started realizing that I was sitting idle, which I was not since the age of 15. So I was just being so dependent financially, and I was sitting idle. My mind was not up for anything creative, nor I was able to do anything. It was just a typical, no offense to all those women who are housewives, because that's something beautiful which some women accept to be the way they are. Just being a housewife feels good for some women, so it's absolutely fine. But for me, I was not for it. And something started pricking me, saying that, okay, Spurti, this is not something you want to be like. This is not you. So you really have to, think what you love, because I was not feeling good about it. I was not feeling happy about it, though I had a very nice family. They were loving. They had everything that a woman needed: a big house, a car, whatever it is. Okay, good family, everything. But still, that was not me who was staying there in that house. That real me wanted independence. Real me wanted freedom. Real me wanted to do something creative, to do something big. And then I decided, okay, Spruti, you're not bound to be a housewife, or you're not bound to stay home. So that's when I decided. Then in that time, I just became pregnant and I had a baby also. I have a beautiful daughter who is a 4 year old, who's 4 year old, Sanvi. So I gave birth to her. And that phase was quite difficult. I was feeling that I was killing myself. It was, that postpartum, everything came together. And I was like, okay, this is not me. I have to bounce back. Every single day, I was like, no, I have to bounce back. I have to bounce back. I have to bounce back. And then I decided, when my daughter was 9 months, I took up my first event after wedding. That's after 3 years of marriage. I took up my first job. That's when my daughter was 9 months old. I did my first event, comeback event, with a budget of 78 lakhs, with a gathering of 32,000 people. And it was one of the biggest community locality event in Karnataka, I can say. So it was a bang on event, and it was the best comeback that I could have ever thought of. So with that, that gave me a lot of confidence that I'm still capable. Okay, I have that, I can do it. And then there was no look back. So after this, immediately I decided that if a woman like me, who was so independent since the time of 15, suffered inside within me so much, that okay, I'm not doing anything, I have so many dreams, but I'm stuck. Nobody told me to stop, but still something stopped me. So I decided that if I was stopped like this by myself, there are so many millions of women in India who are stopping themselves, not for any bigger reason, but because they are women. So I just wanted to tell it out loud. No matter whether you have good family or not, no matter whether you have supportive husband or not, no matter you have supportive in-laws or not, no matter what, you still can achieve, because there's so many women out there who have done it amidst all these odds. So that's when we came out with this concept of Karnataka Women Achievers Awards, with a very, very genuine intention. I can proudly say that this is one of the very, very few awards platform which is 100% non-commercial. We do not charge a single penny of registration. So whatever it is, I don't mind saying this upfront. There's so many award ceremonies today. The moment you enter into their website, the thing that they say is, this is the price of the award plus this GST, whatever it is. No offense, that's their business, but this is with a genuine intention, genuine purpose, that we started Karnataka Women Achievers Awards. Absolutely non-commercial, with zero commercial aspect to it, only to recognize truly unrecognized, unsung women achievers of Karnataka who are self-made. Yes, I mean that, who are self-made. So through these women, we want to make those aspiring women, or somebody who's a woman who's got those dreams, they have to make their dreams alive again. So that's the whole idea of Karnataka Women Achievers Award. Now that journey has been fantastic. So we've recognized over every year we recognize 30 women. We call out for nominations, and across the country people nominate, I mean across the state people nominate, and one top women achiever from that particular category. We have 20 plus categories, so one top women achiever is decided through a credible, very credible jury panel, and will be chosen as a winner of that particular category. So we have categories like entrepreneurship, leadership, youth icon, a lot of other categories. So you can check out www.kwawards.com. And this year we're launching Indian Women Achievers Awards with the same motto, same purpose, same values. And we've recognized over 90 women achievers so far in the last 3 years. And this journey, I have met and spoken and heard more than 3,000 plus women achievers through the nominations and all of that. And this has had a very, very huge impact. So, why did I share this journey with you? And after this, what I was thinking is, okay, we are recognizing women, it's inspiring women, but is it really that women can take action just by getting inspired? Not at all. That's what I have realized, because a lot of women came up to me and said, I want to achieve something, I want to achieve something. But what was lacking was, so many people don't even have a clarity what they want to achieve, what they want in their life. So that's when I decided that I want to create women achievers, not just recognize women achievers. So that's how I decided to train aspiring women achievers. I have a program called She Achiever Blueprint. It's a boot camp. And then I have a platform called She India Community, wherein She Achiever, it's an entry segment that they can get trained by me, where it's going to be a 5 weeks weekend boot camp. So I will be training them live, not through any video recorded course that's being sold left, right, and center in India, with high value, but no base or nothing. It's all about Google content and everything. But we have created and curated this She Achiever Blueprint with a lot of learnings, with a lot of expertise, and through some of the biggest trainers in India. So I decided to start off with my training career, and I got trained by India's own millennium mentor, Mr. Darshan Somaya. He mentors me, and he's my mentor. And he personally gets trained and mentored by the world's number one, Tony Robbins. So that's how the channel is. And I'm getting trained by the best of the best to train these women. So the credibility matters, because who are you getting trained by, and who is that person getting trained by? So all these matters a lot. So I really wanted to increase my credibility. So I finished my ATD certification as a life coach. I'm a practitioner, NLP trainer as well, and slowly moving on and learning a lot about spirituality. I work more on value system, purpose, and everything, but not a motivational speaker at all. I'm a typical hardcore will and skill combination kind of a trainer, because what I believe is, just motivation, it lasts for not more than 3 hours to 3 days. So it just vanishes like this motivation, because the moment you go back to your normal life with those people who just say that, okay, you are those people who limit your beliefs, things just go back to your normal. So you'll be like, okay, it's not possible probably. So by just having will, you won't be able to do anything. So I'm not a motivational speaker. We train with a combination of skill and will. We train with a combination of KSA, that is knowledge, skills, and attitude. So far, if I have to talk about my journey as a life coach, we have trained over 3,200 plus women, out of which I have personally mentored 387 women so far, out of which almost 80 women have started their own company after getting trained by under our She Achiever Blueprint program, which is a proud moment, because I believe that their success is my success as a coach. And now I'm really looking at coaching and training industry as a very serious career, because we want to train. We have a vision of training a minimum of 10,000 women every single year. So we're going mass now, because we want to get into colleges, because this is kind of a training which is very, very much required. Because today's life, people just want to, I've seen women who say that I want to become an entrepreneur. But okay, so what entrepreneur, like what business do you want to do? Then the answer will be like, okay, this is the business. So have you done the market research? Have you done R&D? Have you done the background work for this? Have you arranged your finances? Their answers will be, most of the people will answer will be no. They just trained to become something. For example, if I have to say that, if you're trained to become a fashion designer, the girl would have completed her fashion designing course, and that's it. and she just wants to start a boutique. But wait, do you know about sales? Do you know about marketing? Do you know about branding? How will you stand out in this industry which is so competitive today, and there's so many people who's putting in their hardcore efforts, and how do you expect yourself to stand out? So you need these skills of sales, branding, marketing, money management, people management, stress management, life balance management, so many things. So if you don't know all of this, trust me, it's really, really difficult to actually do something. So I believe that investment in yourself is very important before you invest in anything or any business. So that's the whole idea about it. So I train on personality development, and I train on entrepreneurship, startup businesses, very basic startup businesses, to for women to achieve any income between 50,000 to 2 lakhs. That's my forte right now. And I also train people on event management because I've done this. So what I've believed is, and what I've learned from my mentor, Mr. Darshan, is that you can train only in which you are expert in. So I believe that these are my three fortes that I want to get into, and later on I have plans of getting into the biggest niche which is India is in need of, that is relationship coaching, which I will be starting in next 1 year. I'm preparing for that. So this is my journey so far, and I have a big vision, making Indian Women Achievers Awards one of the most looked after award ceremony, not less than any film fair or something like that. So I want to make a very big brand, and that's what we are working on, and training more than 10,000 women every single year. That's the dream, and that's about me. And so anything else I want to share with you, for whoever is watching this live with Amra, She Speaks, is that the six things that I want to tell you that women can start off with, because some of you might be aspiring women achievers who want to do something but don't know where to start, how to start, and all of that. So I just want to share this. You can follow this 6E rule if you want to start off with anything. That is, the first thing is education. So in education there are two things, that is life education and academic education. Academic education is really, really important. Maybe it's your degree, masters, or whatever it is, basic education. Please do focus on that, complete it. And then comes your life education. What is this life education? Do you have that skills to manage yourself? Do you have the skills to manage the pyramid of your life? So what's pyramid of your life? You have those 5 areas of your life, that is your emotions, that's your finances, relationship, time, and health. So do you balance all of this? That's what is very, very important. So if you don't know how to balance it, first learn to how to balance all of this, so then move on to everything else. So learn and invest in self development, which is extremely important. I've seen women saying that, okay, they stop learning right after their degrees. So they're like, okay, I did my masters, I did my degree, and I'm done. And they just want to get into a job. But if you want to increase your credibility, if you want to increase your earning, if you want to increase your productivity, or if you want to increase your brand name or do something, trust me, learning has to be continuous. Even now, even today, I invest a minimum of 30 hours in training, in getting trained. Though I train more than 40 hours in a week, in a month, I get trained more than 30 hours in a week with my mentors and other international trainers. I attend their sessions, I learn more things so that I can give the best to my students, rather than just giving randomly selling video courses or doing any motivational videos. I really want to give those, that kind of a training which is really impactful, which can create results, which can create a long term impact on people. So focusing on all of this: personality development, bettering your relationship, learning how to manage your time, learning how to manage your time, money, in terms of your emotions, all of this is very, very, very important. So that's the first thing. Out of 6 E's, I've mentioned about education. The second is your efforts. So once you get the education, life education, and the academic education, it's very, very important for you to focus on your efforts. Everything, see, how much ever knowledge you have, how much ever you have learned, until and unless your efforts are not there, and your efforts are not consistent, that you do it every single day, you cannot see progress. So which is very, very important. The first is education, the second is efforts, the continuous consistent efforts with dedication, Commitment is very, very, very important. So the second E is efforts. Every single day, consistently being committed, dedicatingly doing what you want to do without depending your efforts on the results is very important. And the third E is your efficiency. So what do I mean by efficiency? Efficiency is a combination of your skills and your attitude. How skilled are you? What expertise do you carry? If you don't carry any expertise, get trained. If you don't carry any kind of a skill that is required to make your business or your career better, get trained and improve your personality in terms of attitude. Raise your standards, remove your limited beliefs, change your strategies. All these things you can pull off to actually increase your efficiency. So that's the third C. The first thing is education, the second is efforts, and the third is efficiency. And then comes your energies. The fourth E is energy. So what is energy? For example, you have very good education. For example, you have good efforts also, and you also have that efficiency which is required. That's your skills and great attitude. But what if you don't have that positive energy, that vibes, that force, that thing, that belief, that, and that aura, that thing that, okay, it's possible and I can do it. If that's not possible, trust me, with whatever high skill and high knowledge that you have, won't work. Waking up every single morning thinking that this is going to be the best day of my life, I'm going to be very productive, I'm going to do everything that is required to fulfill my dream, is extremely, extremely, extremely important. So good energies is very important. So where does this good energy come from? It comes with good environment. So being in right environment. So what do I mean by environment? Being around right people who can give you positive energy, right people who can support you, right people who can guide you. Okay, some of you might be thinking, okay, this is the problem that I have. I don't have the right kind of people around me. Okay, don't worry. There are chances that you cannot avoid people physically, but there are chances that high chances that you can avoid people who put in negative energy to you mentally. At least you cannot avoid them physically, but you can definitely put a barricade for them mentally, okay, and emotionally. So avoid negative people, avoid negativity, and put a barricade emotionally and mentally if you can't put a barricade physically, okay. That's how it can work. And finally, with all these five E's, you have to evolve. It's a change, it's a slow progress, it's a slow development, and you have to see changing. There is nothing called get quick rich policy, there's nothing called overnight success. To become whoever I am today, I've worked really hard for 15 years. To whoever is successful in this world, trust me, it's taken them years of together of hard work. So if you are aspiring to do something, start today. Maybe in next 3 years you will be 10 times doing better than what you're doing today. But if you don't start today, even after 3 years, you will stay where you are. That's what I want to say. So follow this 6 E things, that is education, efforts, efficiency, energy, and you're making your environment better, and finally evolve continuously. So this is what I want to share with you. And all you aspiring women, all I want to say is just dream big and follow your dreams, follow your heart, go with your gut feelings. Sometimes you don't have to work with the strategy, sometimes you don't have to work with whether everything is right for you. All you have to just go with your gut feeling, saying that this is what I want to do in my life, I'm going to do it, I'm going to get it. So just go get your dreams no matter what. So this is all I wanted to share with you. If you would like to connect with us, drop in a message, drop in an email, and I would love to share, I would love to connect with you. And if you're interested to be a part of any of my programs or get trained by me, definitely you can connect with me. The best way that you can connect with me or my program would be my Instagram, because there's always a link in my Instagram profile. It's called Spurti_Vishwas. It's a verified profile. And in my bio, you can get my link. That is the program's link. So you can connect with me. And it was great interacting with you. I hope this was kind of helpful. And I really did not want to motivate you, but I just wanted to know you that this journey towards success is going to take a lot of you. So be prepared, and all the very best to each one of you watching this. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ms. Purti, for sharing your wonderful journey with us. And thank you to all the audiences for watching our show, She Speaks at 10.